The more I studied the Bible and the more I heard those speakers that came through there, the more convinced I was that God was calling me into some form of Christian service. But I didn't want to. I would rather be anything but being a clergyman. I never wanted to be a preacher. I'd prepared 4 sermons, I remember, the first time I ever preached in a church. I had them ready, and I thought each one would last 45 minutes. And I stood up in this small congregation of about 35 people, and I preached all 4 of them in 8 minutes. I decided that I would practice sermons. I would prepare a sermon, and then I determined that I would never preach one till I'd practiced it 25 times.
He started preaching stumps down on the riverbank down there. And he'd stand up on a stump like it was a pulpit. And then he'd start pointing his fingers at the stumps.
Israel did not obey the voice of God.
He preached loud. You could hear him, literally, you could hear him a quarter of a mile away.
And nobody else that I had ever heard of did that, and none of the students down there ever did that. And they would see me down at the outside the boys' dormitory practicing those sermons, and they would laugh at me and make little jokes about it.
I think people around there thought, he was a little imbalanced.